I'm Jennifer Leggett.
I'm Chad Tails. We're here today to talk to you about how wood warps and how you can prevent the wood from warping.
Alright, so wood warps due to the fluctuation of relative humidity or moisture content within the wood. Wood warps because it shrinks as it loses the moisture. If it shrunk evenly on both faces and both edges of the board, it would remain flat, but it doesn't shrink evenly on all four surfaces. It shrinks about twice as much in the tangential plane as it does on the radial plane. We call this mismatch shrinkage differential, and it's the cause of wood distortion or warping. A flat board as it dries can warp in many different ways. It can spring, bow, twist, crack, or cup. I have an example of cupping here, which Trev's not here to look at yet. Wood warps due to the fluctuation in relative humidity within the wood. This is the tangential side of the board here. So this is the tangential plane, it shrinks in and out. This is the radial plane here, so it fluctuates up and down. And then the longitudinal movements, the way the board shrinks in and out. Okay, so here's an example of cupping here. As you can see, the board's raised on both these edges. The rings are going this way, but as the longer the ring is, the more pressure that's put on. So then it actually cups in the opposite direction than you would think. This here is the radial plane. It shrinks about half the amount that it does in tangential range. The tangential plane is this plane here. This is the movement of the board from in and out. The longitudinal movement is the board length. It goes in and out as it loses moisture or gains moisture. You want to try to keep wood from losing its or subjecting it to a huge fluctuation in temperature. Otherwise, you could end up with a lot worse warping.
The rule of thumb for air drying is that it's 1 year of drying per inch of wood. Also, too, you want to keep the moisture content of the wood around 7%, and that prevents it from cracking or warping. I'm going to talk to you about how to prevent wood from warping. So the best thing to do and the quickest way to do it is to keep the wood dry, and to do that you put it in a kiln. And when you put it in a kiln, you want to lay the wood beside each other and then put a stack on top that's perpendicular. But you have to put stickers in between each stack so that the airflow can be evenly amongst all the wood, so some parts don't dry faster than others. Also too, when you're done stacking it, at the top you want to put some weight on there so that when the wood does dry, it dries flat and evenly and it's usable lumber. The timing, if you don't put it in a kiln, it usually takes about 1 season to dry fully. Also too, drying times can vary significantly with different wood species, initial moisture level, lumber thickness, and density as well. I'm going to show you an example of how we would stack wood. So this is going to be our stickers, and stickers are normally just smaller pieces of wood. So you want to make sure that between each layer of wood you want to put stickers down so that the airflow is good. And then you continuously do this until your stack is nice and high. And then you just put weight on top and you're good to go.
Alright, so that's our video on wood warping and how you can prevent it. Thanks a lot for watching. I'd like to give a shout out to Trevor for videotaping our assignment here. Thanks a lot.